I can't believe I'm gonna play this. What can I say? I really like Eyeless Jack. It's awesome. It's like one of my favorite creepypastas. Good? Okay, good. Looking good. Alright. Well then, I suppose I should start, huh? Alright. I guess we'll start. Hey guys, welcome to the live stream. I have no idea why I'm playing this. I looked up on the itch.io launcher, the itch launcher for creepypasta games, and this was one of them. I was like, why not? And I said, I downloaded it, I installed it, I'm like, oh hey, what if I play this and live stream it or record it or something like that? I figured I'd live stream it, because I don't know how long it will take, and I just like live streaming. So, here I am. Gosh. I have a feeling I'm gonna regret this, but you know, who knows, maybe I'll love it. I don't know. As you can see, it's created by Akemi and the Snowy One. It's called Night With Eyeless Jack. Alright, let's go. What is your name? Voodoo. Okay. The sound of people chattering and wine glasses clinking fills your ears. Watching everyone else spend time together makes you feel a bit awkward about sitting alone. However, you comfort yourself with the thought that soon enough your date would arrive. The people around you seem to think that your date won't be good company. The nearby area is completely void of any other customers, except you, of course. Does your own opinion match the customers, or perhaps you're more open about it? Surely he's not that bad. I'm actually a bit nervous. Is my hair well? There isn't anything weird on my face, right? I'll just stick around for the food. I don't actually want to date this creep. Alright, just chill. Nothing to worry about. You better be grateful that he showed up. Wait, he's late? Surely he's not that bad. Surely he's not that bad. From what I've heard, he's pretty nice when he's not stealing your organs. I already love this. It's hilarious. Hey, Rue, right? Sorry for being late. I had some things to do. He woke up from her thoughts to find a familiar face at the end of the table. He'd already sat down and everything. A somewhat nervous smile tugged his lips. Oh yes, it's me. Oh yes, it's me. You must be Jack, then. So, how's your day been? Hey there, where's your mask? Oh hi, mind if I ask what was keeping you busy? What exactly did you have to do? Murder people again? Finally! So, how's your mask? How's your day been? That's me. Not too bad. Could be worse, could be better. How about you? I'm alright, the usual. Well, I'm on a date with an eyeless man-eating monster, so not great. Well, I feel better now since you're here. I've seen better days, but I'm not going to let that bring me down. I was doing better before you. Great, but I'm curious, why did you come to this date? Why not? There hasn't been anything interesting happening lately, so I thought this could be fun. Are you kidding? I had to come here. I've heard so many things about you, I couldn't just pass the opportunity to meet you, especially if I'm not going to be, well, murdered in the process. All you need to know is that I didn't come here voluntarily. Well, because I wanted to spend time with you, of course. Let's just leave it at that. I don't want to tell you all my secrets. Don't get the wrong idea, I just didn't have anything else to do, because a kiss on my forehead isn't good enough for me. What? What? This could be fun. Right, I think you should order your food. We didn't come here just to chat, right? You give Jack a puzzled look. Are you going to eat anything? I was about to ask you, actually. I took something to eat with me since I don't really like the normal food they serve here. But since I know most people wouldn't like to watch me eat, I'm going to ask what's alright with you. Oh, and I do have permission to eat here. Sure, go ahead, I don't mind. It's not that I don't want you to eat, but I kinda get sick easily when it comes to blood and all that, so it's not too much trouble because you're not eating right now. It's disgusting, no. Sure, go ahead, I don't mind. So it doesn't bother you? Great. Jack reaches into the pocket of his hoodie and pulls out a red bleeding organ. He takes a bite out of it, then puts it onto a plate. Oh gosh. It smells rather strong, and you try not to stare too much at the organ in front of you while you eat your food. What does human meat taste like? How did you get permission to eat that here? So what do you like to do? Can't you at least use a knife and fork? Hey. He's his own person. He can do what he wants. Hey, I'm kind of curious how he got it. It's actually a pretty funny story. So I know this one guy that gets into trouble a lot. He likes to mess with his boss, which isn't too good for him since he's a proxy and all that. Anyway, he had pretty much jumped into this place through the window at night. I don't know what the heck he thought he was doing, but he was getting into serious trouble. The owner was here and he had a gun and a hatchet. He wasn't going to bring down a shotgun. Oh, Toby. So I stepped in and bit the owner's shoulder. Then, well, I started having too much fun and that guy with the axe had to step in. The owner was almost dead, started mumbling the usual, please don't kill me, I'll do anything, and you know what? Me and the axe guy decided that we'd let him live if we could come and eat here. At that moment, it seemed kind of like a stupid idea. I mean, when the heck will I want to go eat in a restaurant? But it seems like it came in handy after all. Oh, and I might have some parties here. Murder parties, of course. That's quite a story. Hey, you gotta invite me to one of those parties if you ever have one. So you even get your permissions through barbaric means. That was brave of you to step in. That friend you mentioned probably wouldn't have gotten out in one piece without your help. That's kinda cool. Jack scratched the back of his head, looking off to the side, grinning. It was nothing. Meeting the owner was a piece of cake. And I wouldn't really call him a friend, he's more of an acquaintance. You and Jack finish your meals. However, it seems that the most disastrous thing that could ever happen during a date is happening right now. An awkward silence. I can see that. Jack seemed to be looking somewhere else, keeping himself busy, but you were fairly certain that he was aware of the situation, and that means it's up to you to fix it. After some thinking, you come up with a genius conversation starter with this, which is a pickup line I've been practicing, and this is my chance to use the cheesiest and hopefully the most charming one. A funny joke, although the only things I'm able to come up with right now are puns, but who knows, maybe he likes puns. Talking is way too old school. Instead, I'll fold an origami from this paper I found and give it to him. A conversation about the most cruel thing you've ever done to another living being, not petting a cute dog you saw. A conversation about other guys he knows. To find out more about his friends? Yeah, that's it. You're totally not trying to find someone else to date. I don't think a pickup line. I'm gonna do that. With your amazing folding skills, you create an origami swan and then present your creation to Jack. He seems rather surprised, turning the swan in his hands for a while before resting it down onto the table. You know how to make these origami things? You explain where and how you learned to make origami figures, or made it up if you just somehow successfully created one without any prior experience. There's a legend that says if you fold 1,000 paper cranes, your wish will be granted. Nice. I tried to fold one of those once, but it didn't really work out. Folding paper over and over into something so tiny isn't really my thing. I tell Jack that the origami is for him, and he can keep it. He thanks you and carefully puts it into the pocket of his hoodie. I could teach you if you want. Do you like it? Making these is easy. How couldn't you make one? Don't put it in your pocket. It'll ruin it. Next time I'll get you a better gift. I could teach you if you want. No thanks. Like I said, it isn't my thing. Things are going pretty smoothly so far. If you want this date to be considered a smooth experience, you have to keep this up. What should the two of you want to talk about? Philosophy. There's nothing better than pondering the meaning of life and all of existence during a date to a restaurant. Puns. Just puns. Genocide, murder, and everything similar. Jack's an expert on this topic. I'm sure it will be very interesting. Our lives as they are currently, because Jack's more than just a murderer, and I don't care what everyone else says. Our shared hatred for each other because that's funny. Yeah, all our lives as they currently are. You and Jack have a pleasant conversation about your lives as they currently are. Jack tells you of his adventures and the different places he usually visits. There were many, as he travels a lot in search of a safe place to stay. Somehow he managed to bump into familiar faces even if he went further away. You, of course, shared stories about your own life, relationships, and everything else meaningful. He listened to you attentively but didn't ask you where you live or anything similar, which is a sign that he's actually interested in learning more about you. It was good to learn more about Jack and his day-to-day life. Naturally, it's very different from mine. As we talked, I noticed that he was very different from what I imagined him to be. It was actually nice to talk to him, but my urges to not show my interest in liking towards him is making me want to say the opposite. I made sure to make myself extremely cool, not to impress him, but to make him look like a loser. I like this one, but it's nice to think that we can get along despite our differences. Jack glances at a nearby clock on the wall. A look of realization takes over his face and he turns to you. How he's able to see the clock and everything else in the first place is a mystery that you'll have to solve some other time. I think you should pay for your food. We don't have much time left. Do as Jack suggested and pay for what I ordered. With my persuasion skills, I managed to convince Jack to split the bill. I pretty much begged Jack to pay for me, which he eventually does due to finding me extremely annoying. Oh well. I forced him to pay for me. Simple and straightforward. Also fair because Jack didn't order anything. Now when the payment is out of the way, the two of you prepare to leave. This is when people start saying goodbye. The question is how will you say goodbye? It seems Jack's busy thinking about something, offering you the chance to plan your amazing departure. I stretch out my hand and shake his. I spread my arms to give him a hug. That would totally be me, no matter who you are. This date has gone so well. Surely you won't reject me if I just... Lean a bit closer. And glance at his lips. I mean, what's a date without a kiss? I admit this date hasn't been amazing, but surely, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Don't do anything else. Spread my arms and give him a hug. Once Jack realizes that you're trying to hug him, he lightly places his arms around you. It felt like he was barely even touching you. That doesn't matter. At least he hugged you. It's been pretty fun, Guru. I hope you had a good time. I hope you had a good time too. I did. We should do this again sometime. While watching you suffer was pretty funny. It was okay, but it's not like I like you or anything. Did we should do this again sometime. We'll see. Goodbye, Ruru. You stand up and walk to the door. Before you leave, you turn to look back. Jack's but still sitting at his table, slowly sinking back into his thoughts. One last thing, Jack. You're strangely adorable. Hi, sucker! You're a pretty cool guy, Jack. We should hang out more. And don't get the wrong idea. I totally don't like you or anything, dummy. Don't forget about me, Jack. I think you have a nice face. Wait, no, that's weird. I mean, I like your shirt. Adios, mi amigo. You say an extremely deep voice. Adios, mi amigo. You're strangely adorable. I kind of want to say that. When you left, Jack felt fulfilled, happy. Not because he was glad to see you leave, by no means, but because this evening had been a good one. Perhaps the sparks of romance didn't fly, but he still feels that he enjoyed his time thoroughly. He sees you as a potential friend and might invite you to hang out or just do something in the nearby future. He hopes that the fact that your date didn't lead to romantic feelings doesn't bother you and that you, too, like the idea of a friendship. Jack sees you as a playful and fun person, but also clever. It's likely that he'll ask you for favors on multiple occasions. Favors that go along the lines of disposing bodies and washing his murder weapons. If you comply, he'll be sure to return these favors to you, as long as you don't forget to ask him. But if you don't want to just become another acquaintance, you should aim to hang out with him and get to know him more instead of just doing his work for him. Seeing as Jack wants to be friends with you, it shouldn't be difficult. And maybe you'll be able to bump up your relationship to something more than just friends, if that's what you want. It's not exactly every day for Jack to make new friends, so the people he's familiar with have taken notice of you. Here's some of their thoughts. Helen/Bloody Painter. I love Bloody Painter, he's awesome. Ruru seems like an okay person. I don't know if we'd get along, but Jack seems... Okay, let me start that over. Ruru seems like an okay person. I don't know if we'd get along, but Jack seems to think so. I suppose I could hang out with them and Jack sometime. Either way, I'm glad Jack's finding new friends. Even if he doesn't say it, I'm pretty sure he's lonely sometimes and I'm not always around. Plus, sometimes he calls me boring, so maybe Ruru is more exciting. Toby! Jack made friends with someone who isn't a complete shut-in? Huh, I never would have guessed. For him, I suppose. Puppeteer. Puppeteer, dry your tears. I love that song. Ruru seems like an awesome person. I totally have to meet them sometime. Ship sails. What ship? Friendship. Yay. How long has this been? 16 minutes? Okay. I think I'm going to try and see if we can do a romantic. Because, you know, why not? What is your name? Ururu! The sound of people chattering and wine glasses clinking fills your ears. Watching everyone else spending time together makes you feel a bit awkward about sitting alone. However, you comfort yourself with the thought that soon enough your date would arrive. Surely he's not that bad. From what I've heard, he's pretty nice when he's not filling your organs. Hey, Ruru, right? Sorry for being late. I had some things to do. Wake up from your thoughts to find a familiar face at the end of the table. He'd already sat down and everything. A somewhat nervous smile tugged his lips. Number 2. Yep, that's me, and not too bad. Could be worse, could be better. How about you? I feel better now since you're here. Jack laughs quietly, his smile got stuck on his lips, and from what you could see, a slight tint of red appeared on his cheeks. Is that so? I suppose I'm not the only one who's been looking forward to this date then. Definitely weren't the only one. You're strangely adorable when you're blushing. Oh my gosh. Hold on. I'm gonna save. Okay. You look forward to meeting me? I'm glad. No. I didn't think you would have, but I'm glad. What I mean like that, don't be so happy about it. Oh, you're definitely the one that's excited about this. I wouldn't leave if there wasn't any good. Wow. Strangely adorable when you're blushing. Your statement made Jack chuckle, also turned his face 2 shades redder. Certainly haven't been called adorable before, I'll give you that. Right, I think you should order your food. We didn't come here just to chat, right? Give Jack a puzzled look. Are you going to eat anything? I was about to ask you, actually. I took something to eat with me, since I don't really like the normal food they serve here. But, since I know most people wouldn't like to watch me eat, I'm going to ask if it's alright with you. Oh, and I do have permission to eat here. Sure, I don't mind. So it doesn't bother you? Great. Jack reaches into the pocket of his hoodie and pulls out a red bleeding organ. He takes a bite out of it and then puts it onto a plate. The smell is rather strong, and you try not to stare too much at the organ in front of you while you eat the food. So what do you like to do? Well, I like to watch TV sometimes. Most of the things on there are pretty stupid, but I suppose that's what makes them so funny. I don't know, it's just amusing to see a professional chef yelling at others about lamb sauce. Is that Gordon Ramsay? What about you, though? What do you like to do? I actually like watching TV as well. I like sports, actually. I'm interested in something that's a bit more unusual, I suppose. I like to do things that are relaxing, so nothing too active. None of your business. I'm into creative hobbies. I like anime. I'm interested in something that's a bit more unusual, I suppose. Talk about your hobbies that some might have never heard of. Jack leans forward just so he can hear you better. Hey, that's actually pretty cool. I like it. I like smelling horses. That's my hobby. You and Jack finish your meals. However, it seems that the most disastrous thing in the an awkward silence, yes. And that means it's up to you to fix it. Which is pickup line. Do you know what you're made out of? Boyfriend material. Ooh. Chuckles. Is it hot in here, or is it just you? Now you're blushing. I was about to ask you that. Your lips look lovely. Like mine. That's so cheesy. That's an unoriginal one. I didn't thank you for black. This is embarrassing. I was about to ask you that. Well, you know what they say. Great minds think alike. The fools seldom differ. You and Jack chuckle. I suppose that's true though. Things are going pretty smoothly so far. If you want this day to be considered a smooth experience, you have to keep this up. What should you talk about? I don't like that face. You and Jack have a pleasant surprise about your lives, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. Wait, what was that? Listened to you attentively but didn't ask. Yeah, it's good to learn more about him. It wasn't bad, of course, just surprising. Jack glances at a nearby clock on the wall. The realization takes over better. So when Bill starts saying goodbye, but the question is how will you say goodbye? You can hear your own heartbeat running marathons as you stare into pitch black darkness. No, you had not gone blind from the anxiety of waiting your date to kiss you. You just had to close. You had to just close your eyes. As I exploded from the embarrassment and rejection when you felt a pair of lips press against yours. Ooh. Ooh la la! She surprised made you open your eyes only to see blushing Jack pulling away from you. I had a great time, Ruru. Aw, you're so adorable. Honestly, I'm kind of sad that I have to go already, but maybe we'll meet again. Love to, Jack. What I said made him grin. Dang it, stop making me blush with your strange adorableness. Bye, Ruru. Stand up and walk to the door. Before you leave, you turn to look back. Jack's still sitting at his table, slowly sinking back into his thoughts. I think of a nice laugh. When he left, Jack found himself hoping that there would have been more time. It was strangely troubling to sit alone once more. He craved company, your company. His strange feeling made him smile. It also made him feel lonely, and even if he lacked the words to describe his feelings, he knew how to fix it, by being around you. Now he'll just have to figure out how to get into contact with you. But once he does, what will you say, even to him, a merciless killer that question invoked feelings of nervousness? Jack felt appreciated and understood in your company. The things you said had him absolutely fascinated, and he couldn't help but stare at you. Luckily you didn't notice. Or maybe it didn't bother you. Something that's rather new to him is also the strange feeling of trust, like you could talk to anything about you, anything to you. Of course, he's not exactly used to getting butterflies in his stomach and giggling whenever he thinks of a specific person either. But one thing's for sure. His friends and acquaintances thought he was strangely chipper when he returned. In fact, here's a few things they thought of you. He's been Hey Jeff, I love you, you're awesome. He's been smiling like an idiot all day. It's like he thinks he can do anything, and even if I threatened to ruin all of his research, he couldn't care less. That's when you know something's up. He won't stop talking about someone named Ruru. Honestly, it's a little annoying, but I'm not going to say anything. He's clearly happy, and I'm glad for him. And I guess I deserve it, since apparently I fuss over my art too much. I never thought I'd see him like that. Seriously, the way he's acting makes me feel like tomorrow he might be picking flowers and braiding this person's hair who he's apparently so in love with. It doesn't make me interested in meeting this Ruru. It does make me interested in meeting this Ruru, since what kind of a person gets an eyeless man-eating monster to jump around on his tippy toes? Romantic evening for romantic feelings. Oh, that's cute. I really like this. This was a very pleasant game. I definitely don't regret playing it. I think it was nice. And I'm too lazy to look at any other endings that there might be, so I guess that'll be it. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll see you guys in the next video or live stream, whichever comes first. Bye.